All right, Pac-Manians, it's the last chapter of math for the year. It's geometry, so this lesson is all about polygons. We're going to get into the unlocking the problem here and then talk a little bit about what polygons are. Poly means many, gon side, right? Many sides. So the Castel del Monte in Apula, Italy was built more than 750 years ago. Awfully cool looking. The fortress has one central building with 8 surrounding towers. Which polygon do you see repeated in the structure? How many sides, angles, and vertices does this polygon have? So, I mean, if you look at the towers, they all have 8 sides, right? 8 vertices, 8 angles. We'll talk about that. The same with the building. You can even look at the one in the center. They kind of repeated the shape. So which one is that if it's got 8 sides? So that's what we're going to figure out down here. But a polygon is a closed plane figure formed by 3 or more line segments that meet at points called vertices. Okay, closed plane figure. What does that mean? So a closed figure means that it has no openings. If you look at all of these, none of them are open. This would be an open planar figure if I had something like this or like that, or it doesn't quite close. Okay, so a polygon is going to be closed. It says, and a planar figure just means that it's 2 dimensions. It's flat. It's not like a cube or something that's got volume, right? Just 2 dimensions, right? Length times width when we find area, things like that. We'll talk about things that are in 3 dimensions later. So a closed planar figure means that it has no openings in it and that it's flat. And it is 3 or more line segments that meet at points called vertices. So 3 or more line segments makes sense. I mean, I can't create a closed figure with just 2 lines. You go ahead and give that a try for as long as you want. I just don't think it can be done, right? So it's got to have at least 3 lines to close it up. That makes sense. And it's line segments, which means that it has to be straight. Something like this, like an ice cream cone. That's not even closed, but you get the picture. That is not a polygon. It has to have line segments. All of these are all straight lines, okay? So keep that in mind. In case somebody tries to say, hey, is this a polygon? It's got a curved line in it. No, it's not. All right? And vertices. So we've got angles, vertices, and sides. So these are sides. If I have a triangle here, which is a polygon, these are, of course, my sides, okay? On the inside, we have angles, okay? And then these little points where the line segments meet, those are called vertices, okay? And what you're going to notice is they already said the same number of angles and the same number of sides. It's also the same number of vertices, okay? So this table here, we're going to fill out in about 3 seconds. It is that easy. The only thing you really want to remember is what are the names of my polygons, okay? Because they are named by the number of sides and angles they have, and you can throw in vertices with that too. All right? The table, so here we go. We've got a triangle. It's got 3 sides, right? How many angles does it have? 1, 2, 3. How many vertices? 3. I don't even think you need me for the rest of this. We've got quadrilaterals, which is like that's its own separate category that we'll get into more later. This one happens to be called the trapezoid, but again, it's got 4 angles, 4 vertices. It stays the same all the way down. 5 sides, pentagon. That's not usually what you see when you think of a pentagon, but just remember it has to have 5 sides, and 5 vertices, and 5 angles, and that's it. Okay, so this is 5, 5, 5. Not all polygons are going to look the same. I've got a hexagon. I wonder what the pattern is. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 angles, 6 vertices. Heptagon, 7s, right? Octagons are 8. Nonagons are 9. Decagons are 10. So some of the ones that are probably new to you, you've probably heard triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon. Heptagon, maybe not so much. So that's one you're probably going to want to try to remember. Octagon, stop signs, right? We've all heard octagon. Oct is 8, octopus, right? Nonagon, I would think of that. Non and 9 kind of sound similar. Nonagon, ninagon. We call it a ninagon. And decagon, I want you to think about deci, right? 10. Okay. Deca means 10. Decimate is the origin in that. And also, December used to be the 10th month. That's why it's called December. So deci is 10. All right. Think metric system. So if it's got 8 sides, it's a octagon. So the is the repeated polygon. So the octagon, and of course it's 8, 8, and 8. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Next page coming up.